Hey everyone, I'm Josh Smart, but you can just call me Josh. It's great to have you here. In this explainer, we're going to get you talking like a real movie critic. Sharing your thoughts on all the movies and shows you love, and, well, maybe the ones you don't love so much. Ready? Let's jump right in.
Okay, I want you to picture this. We're in gorgeous Tulum. The sun's gone down, the evening is just perfect, and we're thinking, what should we do tonight? Maybe catch a movie, or, ooh, what about a live show? Let's figure out how to talk about all our options. So, first things first, what about you? What kind of movies do you like? Are you in the mood for a comedy, something that's going to make us laugh like crazy? Or maybe something a little spooky, like a horror film? We could do some mind-bending science fiction, or maybe a really powerful drama. What's your go-to?
All right, it's settled. We picked a movie, and we're on our way to the cinema in Cancun. Now, the real fun starts after the credits roll, when we get to talk about what we just saw. And for that, we're going to need the right words. Okay, let's break it down. It's actually pretty simple. Every single movie has a few basic parts. First, you've got the title. That's just its name. Easy enough. Then there's the genre, like the comedies and dramas we just talked about. And every movie tells a story. We call that the plot. And who's the story about? Usually the main character. Once you have these basics down, you're already halfway to giving a great review. But talking about the plot is only half the story, isn't it? I mean, the really important part is how the movie made us feel, right? Was it thrilling? Was it sad? Maybe it was absolutely terrifying. Let's dive into how we describe that whole experience. Now, this is a really important little detail in English, so check this out. We use words that end in ing when we're describing the thing, like the movie itself. So, the movie was confusing, but we use words ending in ed to talk about how we feel. I was confused. See that? The confusing movie made me feel confused. It's a small change, but it makes a huge difference. And here's what that sounds like in a real natural conversation. One person says, I'm confused. That's their feeling. And why? Because as the other person says, the ending was surprising. The surprising ending is what made them feel confused. See how that flows? Once you get it, it just clicks. Okay, I think you've totally got this. But just to make sure it really sticks, how about a quick practice run? Let's give it a shot. Let's do this first one together. The movie was so blank that we left after half an hour. Are we describing the movie or our feeling? We're describing the movie, right? So the answer has to be boring. The movie was so boring, and because the movie was so boring, how did we feel? We felt bored. Exactly. Go ahead and try the others on your own for a second. Okay, movie night in Cancun was a blast. But tonight, let's switch it up. Now we're in beautiful Playa del Carmen, and we're going to see a live performance. The vibe is totally different. And yeah, some of the words we use are too. And wow, just look at all the options we have. We could see an opera with those amazing singers, or maybe a ballet with incredible dancers. We could go to a huge concert in a stadium, or something a little smaller at a concert hall. We could even just check out an exhibit at a museum. And all of these amazing things are put on by talented performers. So the show's over, your friend turns to you and asks, so, how was it? Here are two great, really honest answers. If it was just not good, you can save your friend some time and money and just say, don't bother. It's direct, but it gets the point across. But what if it was incredible? You could say, much better than I expected. That's such a great way to say you were really, really impressed. All right, so now let's talk about how to bring these things up in a conversation. A lot of the time, we want to talk about stuff that happened in the near past, but not on a specific day. And English has the perfect tool for that. And the key phrase is right here, have seen. We use this all the time when we talk about our recent experiences. Look at the example. He has seen many great shows recently. Adding a word like recently just makes it clear you're talking about the last few weeks or maybe months. It's the perfect conversation starter. Now, you're going to hear two words for this, recently and lately. And to be honest with you, they're really, really similar. A lot of the time, you can use either one, especially when you say something like, I have seen. They both just mean in the near past. So for now, don't stress about the tiny differences. Wow, we have covered a lot, haven't we? We went from the basic parts of a movie to describing your feelings to sharing your opinion about a show you just saw. You seriously have all the tools you need now to be an amazing critic. So, I've got a little mission for you. Next time you're talking to a friend, I want you to give them a full review of the last movie or show you saw. Talk about the plot, the characters, and tell them exactly how it made you feel. Was it surprising, boring, or hey, maybe it was much better than you expected? And that brings me to my final question for you. I want you to really think about this one. What's the best show you have seen recently? And more importantly, how would you describe it using everything we talked about today? Thanks so much for hanging out with me for this explainer. I'll catch you in the next one. Bye!